So the market today is kind of like a roller coaster. Based on the UTC plus 6 time zone, morning 08 to 10, red. Rough start, midday 11 to 15, chill, but depends on China's response. If the yuan weakens, we might see some green. Afternoon 16-18, red again. Evening 19 to 22, flat, nothing major happening. Late night 22 to 1, another dip. Overnight, finally some green action. What's driving the market? Bitcoin dropped by $9,000 overnight after Trump announced new tariffs on China, effective immediately. He's also threatening countries that weaken their currencies to avoid these tariffs. Classic US move, right? They push for free trade, but when things don't go their way, they get aggressive. China, though, isn't weak. They've likely already planned for this. They might retaliate by selling US Treasury bonds, UST, and dumping the US dollar, pushing the world to invest in their currency, the RMB. The goal? To weaken the dollar's global dominance. Now, here's the interesting part. Bitcoin is like a liquidity magnet, sucking up money from non-allied countries into Western markets. So, don't be surprised if the US also starts controlling crypto reserves. Today's market doesn't have major data releases, so the red we expected for Tuesday might have already hit on Monday. Tonight, reverse repo, RRP, rates are dropping, which means things are shifting. China won't just stay quiet, especially now that the US is trying to break their alliance with Russia by tempting Russia with investments. The real question is, will Russia stay loyal, or will they betray China like they did in the past? History says Russia sticks with old allies, but let's see. Either way, we just got to make sure we're not the ones getting wrecked in all this. Trump wants to double China tariffs to 20%. Wild. But here's the thing. Tariffs hurt the US too. Example, NVIDIA just lost $292 billion in market cap after the announcement. The only way Trump backs down is if NASDAQ and S&P drop 10%. China, on the other hand, doesn't even need to do much. They're playing the waiting game. They're holding back big stimulus moves until the Fed can't cut rates anymore. Then they'll go all in. Meanwhile, the US keeps stacking debt. Goldman Sachs' CEO says the tariffs are just part of a level playing field strategy, which basically means they'll hit China hard, then sit down for negotiations and demand better trade terms. Super American move. It's a wild time in global markets, and crypto is right in the middle of it. The US is trying to assert dominance, but China isn't backing down. Bitcoin, as always, is the wild card. It's not just a currency, it's a tool in this geopolitical chess game. So while things look shaky now, it's not all doom and gloom. The world is watching, and crypto is right at the center of it all. Stay sharp, and don't get caught in the crossfire.